Start. So, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om, Namaste. Welcome to session 34 of the Sundarakandam learning series. Today we shall be learning the ninth Sarga of the Sundarakandam. To quickly summarize what has happened so far, over the first Sarga we found Lanka, Hanuman crossed over Lanka. Second Sarga, he was approaching the city. And then we find the third Sarga, he defeats Lankini to enter Lanka. Then from the fourth and fifth sargas, we see the description of the city of Lanka. Seventh and eighth sargas, he comes closer to the Ravana's palace. And in the ninth sarga, we will see further description of the Antapura or the inner quarters of the palace. In the eighth sarga, we stopped with the shloka. Let us see the last shloka. Vasanta pushpotkara charu darshanam वसन्तमासादपि कान्तदर्शनं सपुष्पकं तत्र विमानमुत्तमं ददर्श तद्वानरवीरसत्तमः. We stopped with the shloka which ended by saying Hanuman thus saw the beautiful Pushpaka Vimana of Ravana. He is not yet entered it. Only the facets of the Pushpaka Vimana from outside are being told. Now here he enters the inner quarters and also enters the Pushpaka Vimana in this sarga. Let us see. तस्यालयवरिष्ठस्य मध्ये विपुलमायतं ददर्श भवनश्रेष्ठं हनुमान् मारुतात्मजः तस्यालयवरिष्ठस्य मध्ये विपुलमायतं ददर्श भवनश्रेष्ठं हनुमान् मारुतात्मजः together. तस्यालयवरिष्ठस्य मध्ये विपुलमायतं ददर्श भवनश्रेष्ठं हनुमान् मारुतात्मजः. Now let us see the meaning and Anvaya. Marutatmajaha Hanuman, our hero, the son of Vayu, Hanuman, Kartrapada. Tasya alaya varishthasya, kasya Ravanasya. So, in the middle of Ravana's alaya varishthasya. Alaya means palace, building. Varishtha means supreme. So, in the middle of his madhye, tasya alaya varishthasya madhye. In the middle of his palace, we must understand palace as being a collection of buildings and not just one building. As I explained in the previous sarga also, Ravana's palace should not be confused with Mysore palace or any other palace which is just one big palace. Ravana's palace is a collection of buildings, beautiful buildings. Okay, among which is the Pushpaka Vimana, which is an aerial chariot. So here, after seeing the aerial chariot, he's again taking a step back and seeing that collection of buildings. So in the middle of Ravana's main palace, Vipulam ayatam bhavanasreshtam dadarsha. Vipulam, spacious. Ayatam, wide. Bhavanasreshtam, excellent mansion. Dadarsha, he saw. So in the middle of the collection of buildings, he saw a very beautiful, excellent, important building. Okay, so next shloka. अर्धयोजनविस्तीर्णम् आयतं योजनं हि तत् भवनं राक्षसेन्द्रस्य बहुप्रासादसङ्कुलम् अर्धयोजनविस्तीर्णम् आयतं योजनं हि तत् अर्धयोजनविस्तीर्णम् आयतं योजनं हि तत् Bhavanam Rakshasendrasya Bahuprasada Sankulam. Bhavanam Rakshasendrasya Bahuprasada Sankulam. Together. Ardhayojana Vistirnam Ayatam Yojanam Hitat Bhavanam Rakshasendrasya Bahuprasada Sankulam. Rakshasendrasya tat of Ravana, of the leader of the Rakshasas, of the Indra among the Rakshasas, that Bahuprasada Sankulam, comprised of many buildings. Bhavanam, mansion. Now he is describing the mansion which is comprised of many smaller buildings. Ardha Yojana Vistirnam, half Yojana wide. 1 yojana is approximately 9 miles. So half mile, there is approximately 1 yojana, 6 kilometers, you can say. So half yojana wide, 3 kilometers long, wide, sorry. And yojanam ayatam, 1 yojana long, which means approximately 6 kilometers long. So 3 kilometers wide, 9 kilometers long were the dimensions of the collection of buildings of Ravana. That comprised Ravana's main palace. Okay. Margamanastu Vaidehi, Margamanastu Vaidehi, Sita Mayatalechanam, Sita Mayatalechanam, Sarvatah Parichakrama, Sarvatah Parichakrama, Hanumanarisudanah, Hanumanarisudanah, Margamanastu Vaidehi Sitamayatalechanam, Margamanastu Vaidehi Sitamayatalechanam, Sarvatah Parichakrama, Hanumanarisudanah, Sarvatah Parichakrama, Hanumanarisudanah. Together. Margamanastu Vaidehi Sitamayatalechanam, Sarvatah Parichakrama, Hanumanarisudanah. Following me, no? You want me to repeat anything? It's quite easy only. Okay. So let us explain the meaning. Arisudanaha Hanuman. Ari means enemy. Sudana means one who destroys. The destroyer of enemies, Hanuman. Adjective for Hanuman is destroyer of enemies. Vaidehi Ayatalochanam Sitam. This is in second vibhakti. Object of the sentence. Vaidehi Sita. Vaidehi, daughter of or belonging to Videha, kingdom of Videha. Ayatalochanam, one with wide eyes. Sitam, that's Sita. Margamanaha Hanuman, one who was searching. 2. But, however, Sarvataha Parichakrama, everywhere he roamed around. So, the dimensions of the building were mentioned, of the main building was mentioned in the previous shloka. The only dimension that he was concerned with was Sita Mayatalochana, the wide-eyed Sita. That wide-eyed, beautiful Sita was what he was really interested in seeing. Clinically, he noted the size of the place. But what he was really interested in was Sita. So he looked everywhere for her in the main building. Parichakrama roamed around looking everywhere for her. All this only is in the exterior part of the building. He's not entered any building. He's seen the collection of buildings. He's seeing everywhere. We usually see, where is she? Is she hidden behind? Is she behind that window? Is she hidden behind that door? So like that, he was giving a quick survey of the place, looking around for her everywhere. Okay. Raksha, you have a question?
Ma'am, in the previous shloka, this is the last word of the first line, hitat.
Hitava.
Yojanam.
Ayatam.
No, my book it is Mahat. Second, the previous one, ma'am.
Yojanam hitat, the first line ending. He
No,
tat means, okay, he tat is certainly that.
okay.
So, Rakshasendrasya tat bahuprasada sankulam. That multiple palaces, made of multiple palaces, bhavanam. So, bahuprasada sankulam is an adjective for bhavanam. Bhavanam means mansion. Mansion comprises of many palaces. Tat is that. So, here's Sarvanama Shabda denoting that mansion. And he means certainly. So, next, can I move for the next shloka, fourth shloka? Okay. उत्तमं राक्षसावासम् हनुमानवलोकयन् आससादाथ लक्ष्मीवान् राक्षसेन्द्रनिवेशनम् उत्तमं राक्षसावासम् हनुमानवलोकयन् उत्तमं राक्षसावासम् हनुमानवलोकयन् आससादाथ लक्ष्मीवान् राक्षसेन्द्रनिवेशनम् आससादाथ लक्ष्मीवान् राक्षसेन्द्रनिवेशनम् together. उत्तमं राक्षसावासम् हनुमानवलोकयन् आससादाथ लक्ष्मीवान् राक्षसेन्द्रनिवेशनम्. We will learn the next shloka also and see the meaning of the two shlokas together. चतुर्विशानैर्द्विरदैः Trivishanai. When we join, it becomes sakara. Otherwise, it is visarga. Chaturvishanairdviradaihi. Okay. Chaturvishanairdviradaistrivishanaistathaiva cha. Trivishanaistathaiva cha. Trivishanaistathaiva cha. I'll repeat this again. चतुर्विशानैर्द्विरदैस्त्रिविशाणैस्तथैव च. Once more. चतुर्विशानैर्द्विरदैस्त्रिविशाणैस्तथैव च. Once more. चतुर्विशानैर्द्विरदैस्त्रिविशाणैस्तथैव च. परिक्षिप्तमसम्बाधम् रक्ष्यमाणमुदायुधैः परिक्षिप्तमसम्बाधम् रक्ष्यमाणमुदायुधैः परिक्षिप्तमसम्बाधम् रक्ष्यमाणमुदायुधैः together. चतुर्विशानैर्द्विरदैस्त्रिविशाणैस्तथैव च परिक्षिप्तमसम्बाधम् रक्ष्यमाणमुदायुधैः. Clear? Any doubts? First line clear. Okay. So now we take both the shlokas together which describe the palace. Atha. Mangalarti Atha. Then. Lakshmivan. This word Lakshmivan we have seen many times now. We know one with auspiciousness. Okay. Here Shiromani Tikakara says one who is Shauryadi Sampattihi Visishtaha. One who is Vishishtaha, special, or one who is endowed with Shauryadi Sampattihi, the Sampatti or wealth of Shaurya, valor. One who is endowed with the wealth of valor. Hanuman, that Hanuman who is endowed with the wealth of valor. Uttamam Rakshasavasam, the best residence of the Rakshasas. Avasam means residence. Parikshiptam means surrounded by. So this best of mansions was surrounded by Chaturvishanaihi, those with 4 tusks. Tathaiva cha Trivishanaihi, those with 3 tusks. Dviradaihi, those with 2 tusks. So 3 different kinds of elephants. 4 tusked, 3 tusked, and 2 tusked ones, the normal ones. We have seen earlier also. Does anyone remember the name of such an elephant? Shashwata, you had actually sent me the answer in the group also. Now you don't go back and see the message. Try to get it from your memory.
Airavata tortoise, no, ma'am.
But what is the name, technical name? It has
Ma'am,
a name.
Gompathirs.
Gompathirs. So the 4 tusked elephants are called Gompathirs. We've seen it earlier in one of the Sargas also. So Chaturvishanehi means Gompathirs, with Gompathirs. Similarly, 3 tusked and 2 tusked elephants. Parikshiptam, surrounded. Asambadham. Okay. Tilaka in Asambadham means spacious. So Tilaka in his commentary says, imagine if you bring one elephant into the room, will the room become big or small? Small, no? And imagine Mysore Palace surrounded by hundreds of elephants as it is in Dashera. Sometimes even the palace looks dwarfed in comparison to the number of elephants that are there, large number of elephants that are there. But here Ravana's palace, Asambadam, spacious, despite having a multitude of 4 tusked, 3 tusked and 2 tusked elephants surrounding it, the palace was spacious. Says Tilaka in his commentary. Why spacious? Okay. Udayudhaihi. Last, 5th shloka, last word. Udayudhaihi. Ayudha. Ayudha means weapon. Udayudhaihi means with raised weapons. Rakshyamanam, guarded. Rakshasendra Niveshanam, the palace of the Rakshasas. Asasadatha. Asasada. Sorry. Avalokayan Asasada. Having seen, he attained or he reached. So, seeing all the security around and the elephants around, he reached this palace. In the sense, he went closer to the palace. Next shlokas. Okay, here please correct the text in Giri. It is not Rakshasibhi, Rakshasibhi only. Okay, I'm sure Gita Press has it right. Gita Press always has the text right. So Rakshasibhi. Rakshasibhischa patnibhir patnibhi. Rakshasibhischa patnibhi Ravanasya niveshanam. Ravanasya niveshanam. आहृताभिश्च विक्रम्य आहृताभिश्च विक्रम्य राजकन्याभिरावृतम् राजकन्याभिरावृतम् राक्षसीभिश्च पत्नीभिरावणस्य निवेशनम् राक्षसीभिश्च पत्नीभिः रावणस्य निवेशनम् आहृताभिश्च विक्रम्य राजकन्याभिरावृतम् आहृताभिश्च विक्रम्य राजकन्याभिरावृतम् together. राक्षसीभिश्च पत्नीभिरावणस्य निवेशनम् आहृताभिश्च विक्रम्य राजकन्याभिरावृतम्. Next shloka also we have to learn to get the meaning together. Tannakramakarakiranam Tannakramakarakiranam Timingila Jhashakulam Timingila Jhashakulam Vayuveka Samadhutam Vayuveka Samadhutam Pannagairiva Sagaram Pannagairiva Sagaram Tannakramakarakiranam Timingila Jhashakulam Tannakramakarakiranam Timingila Jhashakulam Vayuveka Samadhutam Pannagairiva Sagaram Vayuveka Samadhutam Pannagairiva Sagaram. Together. तन्नक्रमकराकीर्णं तिमिङ्गिलझषाकुलं वायुवेगसमाधूतं पन्नगैरिव सागरम्. So let's see the meaning. रावणस्य पत्नीभिः राक्षसीभिः विक्रम्य आहृताभिः राजकन्याभिः आवृतम्. Almost practically the same Anvekrama. Ravana's wives. Okay, who were they? With Ravana's wives. Rakshasibhihi, by the Rakshasis. So some of Ravana's wives were Rakshasis by birth. Vikramya Ahritabihi Rajakanyabihi, with courage. Ahritabihi, those who were brought or abducted. Vikramya also means won over. Those who were won over in battles, those who were abducted or snatched away. Rajakanyabihi, royal princesses. So Ravana would wage war against other kings, and the price of war would be the princesses. So he would abduct them, or he would win them over in battle with those kinds of Rajakanyas. Avritam, surrounded. Niveshanam, that palace. So now, what all surrounded that palace? All kinds of elephants, all kinds of warriors holding scary weapons in their hands, ready to defend. And with all these wives of Ravanas, some were Rakshasis, some were abducted princesses, some were won over in wars. The whole palace thus appeared like a ocean which was filled with whales, sharks, and fishes. This is how it appeared to Hanuman. Tat nakramakara kiranam. Tannakramakara kiranam. We saw, no? Tat nakramakara kiranam. That palace. Nakra, shark, makara, crocodiles and sharks, both actually. With crocodiles and sharks. Tannakramakara kiranam, we saw, no? Akiranam means filled with. So filled with crocodiles and sharks. Timingila jashakulam, with whales. Timingila means whale. Timingila, whales and fishes. Jashakulam, collection of, schools of whales and fishes. Vayu vega samadhutam, shaken by the force of the wind. Vayu vega samadhutam, as if it was stirred and shaken by the force of the wind. Pannagaihi sagaram iva, with serpents, like how the ocean appeared. Hanuman saw Ravana's palace before him. So when he saw Ravana's palace, he thought enemy territory. It looked really scary, like an ocean filled with various kinds of, fierce beasts. I hope the meaning is clear. I'll move forward. या हि वैश्रवणे लक्ष्मीः, या हि वैश्रवणे लक्ष्मीः, या चेन्द्रे हरिवाहने, या चेन्द्रे हरिवाहने, सा रावणगृहे सर्वाः, सा रावणगृहे सर्वा, नित्यमेवाप्नपायिनी, नित्यमेवानपायिनी. या हि वैश्रवणे लक्ष्मीर्या चेन्द्रे हरिवाहने, या हि वैश्रवणे लक्ष्मीर्या चेन्द्रे हरिवाहने, सा रावणगृहे सर्वा, नित्यमेवानपायिनी, सा रावणगृहे सर्वा, नित्यमेवानपायिनी. Together. या हि वैश्रवणे लक्ष्मीर्या चेन्द्रे हरिवाहने, सा रावणगृहे सर्वा, नित्यमेवानपायिनी. Okay, next shloka also we need to learn to see the meaning. या च राज्ञः कुबेरस्य, या च राज्ञः कुबेरस्य, यमस्य वरुणस्य च, यमस्य वरुणस्य च, तादृशी तद्विशिष्टा वा तादृशी तद्विशिष्टा वा रिद्धिरक्षो गृहेष्विह रिद्धिरक्षो गृहेष्विह या च राज्ञः कुबेरस्य यमस्य वरुणस्य च या च राज्ञः कुबेरस्य यमस्य वरुणस्य च तादृशी तद्विशिष्टा वा रिद्धिरक्षो गृहेष्विह तादृशी तद्विशिष्टा वा रिद्धिरक्षो गृहेष्विह together या च राज्ञः कुबेरस्य यमस्य वरुणस्य च तादृशी तद्विशिष्टा वा रिद्धिरक्षो गृहेष्विह. So here the riddhi in the raksho griha, the riddhi or the wealth and prosperity that was apparent in the house of the Rakshasa is described. Vaishravane ya Lakshmihi. Who is Vaishravana? Who can tell me? Lakshmi Priyaji.
Ravana's father.
Vishravas was Ravana's father.
Kubera.
Means Kubera and one more person also. That is why it is a trick question. If it was directly Kubera, then Kubera you will understand. But Vaishravana refers to one more person. Who?
Brahma, ma'am.
No. Son of Vishravas. Vaishravana is an example of a Tadvita Pratyaya. Vishravas is the name of the father. Now, therefore, Vaishravana, son of Vishravas. Who is it therefore? Yes, Rachnadi, Ravana himself. So, Ravana one side, Kubera one side. Here, whom are we referring to? Here, Vaishravane ya Lakshmihi. In Kubera, what wealth you can take. But later you will find in the second shloka, the word Kubera apparently coming. It appears. Ya charagya Kuberasya. Okay. So, here we should take Vaishravana. That's why English translations, please beware. It will say the wealth of Kubera's house. It is actually the wealth of Ravana's house. Vaishravane ya Lakshmihi. The prosperity and the wealth which was there in Ravana's house. Please don't take it as Kubera's house. Kubera's house will come later. Okay. So, yahi Vaishravane Lakshmihi, that wealth which is there in Ravana's house, that kind of wealth, Harivahane Indrecha, which is found in Indra's house. What is Indra's house? Does anybody know? Swargaloka. Indra has a special place there, special assembly hall. What is that called? Does anyone know? Sudharma. Okay. Sudharma is the name of Indra's Sabha in Indraloka. Now, here the adjective used for Indra is Harivahana. What do you think Harivahana means?
Airavata.
Okay. Also, one more meaning is there. Correct meaning is there.
Garuda, ma'am. Ma'am, yeah, he became Vahana for in the war, no, ma'am. For
Illa. And the Puranic story. Directly, he is called Harivahana because he has a Vahana of Hari. So, what is his Vahana?
Garuda.
Indra.
Elephant.
Hari is not Garuda. Hari is Kapi, monkey. Hari is Bhagavan Vishnu. Hari is one more thing.
Ma'am,
Lion. Lion, no?
Lion also. Lion also, but here he is not mounted on a lion. One more meaning is there for Hari.
Ma'am.
We are talking
Horse.
about 1 second.
Elephant.
Elephant is not the thing there. Hari means something else.
horse, ma'am.
Correct, horse. What horse? Ucheshravas. Exactly. That is why he is referred here as Harivahana. Okay. So Harivahana Indra means one who is mounted on the Ucheshravas Indra. So that with the wealth which Indra has in his glittering Sudharma Sabha, that wealth. Sa sarva Ravana grihe nityameva anapayini. All that in Ravana's griha were nityameva, always eternally present, anapayini, inseparable. Okay. Why? Now we will all have this doubt. No, what does he belong to the category of Indra? And later next shloka also we will see and then analyze the meaning. Ragyaha Kuberasya, of Raja Kubera. Here Kubera, although Yaksha, is referred to as a Raja because he commands the entire army, right, of people who work for him, the Yakshas, right? So he is a Yaksha king. So Ragyaha Kubera. So of the king Kubera, Ya Yamasya, or Yamas, or Varunasyava, or Varuna, Cha, and Ya Tadrishi, like that, that Vishishtavariddhihi, so such special wealth, Iha Raksho Griheshu Drishyate, in this Rakshasa's palace was seen. Okay. Now tell me, among all the names, Shamlaji, your hand is raised. Did I?
Aarti wants to be let in.
Oh, okay. I can't even see. The problem is once the Sudhit is also outside. Thank you for telling me. Okay. So, what is the common thread now? What are the names we have seen? Indra, Kubera, Yama, Varuna. What is the common factor between all these?
Devatas.
Are that level I don't know. I want specially what is the common factor.
They're wealthy.
Wealthy, okay. But what are they actually?
Dikpalakas, ma'am.
Dikpalakas.
Dikpalakas. Priyaji, Lakshmi Priyaji.
Ma'am, I also said someone else also said sorry.
Someone else
Same
also.
time we said sorry.
Same time, two answers. Okay, very nice. But it is Dikpalaka only. 8 Dikpalakas were custodians of wealth in the 8 directions also. They are not just holding up the 8 directions. So, who are the Dikpalakas? Indro, Vannihi, Intraha, Vannihi, Agni, Pitrupatihi, Yama, Nairataha, Lord of the in the netherworlds, Nairataha, Varunaha, Lord of the oceans. Okay, Maruta, Vayu, Kubera, brother of Ravana, Ishaha. These are the 8. They are the lords of the 8 directions. Now, the wealth which was there in their abodes was present in Ravana's abode. He certainly is not a Dikpalaka, nor is he some great Deva. As first point that we thought of was the Deva only. No, he's not a Deva also. So why is he having such wealth? Now, this question occurred to the Tattvadipika commentator also. Tattvadipika commentator says, such wealth and such auspiciousness and prosperity and abundance can be found only through great tapasya. Okay. Now, Ravana also had the great Tapo Bala, okay, because of Kubera's tapasya. Belonging to the same clan. That is why the first word of the shloka is Vaishravanaya Lakshmi. Kubera did intense tapasya to Brahma, attained the status of the custodian of all wealth, attained this Lankapuri, attained the Pushpaka Vimana, and then his brother forcibly snatched it away. But the entire Lakshmi, the entire auspiciousness came because of Kubera's tapasya. Okay, so this abundant wealth of the Ashtadikpalakas came to him because of great tapasya only. And what they now see, in what Hanuman now sees in the Rakshasa Griha as all this abundant wealth is quite temporary. Later he knows, later we all know, everything gets destroyed because of adharma. So that which is obtained through great tapasya also can be frittered away through adharma. It's a point that he mentions. Okay, so next we move on to subsequent shloka. Tasya harmyasya madhyastham Veshmachanyat sunirmitam bahuniryuha sankirnam dadarsha pavanatmajah tasya harmyasya madhyastham Veshmachanyat sunirmitam tasya harmyasya madhyastham Veshmachanyat sunirmitam bahuniryuha sankirnam dadarsha pavanatmajah bahuniryuha sankirnam dadarsha pavanatmajah. Okay, so Let's see the meaning together. Tasya harmyasya madhyastham veshmachanyat sunirmitam bahuniryuha sankirnam dadarsha pavanatmajah. Joshika, your hand is raised, child.
Ma'am, I have a doubt. So, can we also make note that Ravana is as wealthy as the Ashtadigpalakas because he has Sita in his captive?
Yes.
And then he was.
Yes, we discussed this before also. Yes, because Sita is his captivity, Lakshmi Devi is inseparably a part of his life. Correct?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Good that you thought of it also. Very good. So now this particular shloka is again the next two shlokas you would say is a little out of place because he has already seen the Pushpaka Vimana. We saw now in 8th Sarga, what did he see? He saw the Pushpaka Vimana. Entire 8th Sarga was description of Pushpaka Vimana from outside. Suddenly the shloka says he sees the Pushpaka Vimana. So we can take it either as in the critical edition, maybe there is a rearrangement and this came later, or we can take it as he again saw the Pushpaka Vimana. Either way is fine. But definitely it stands out because he says, Anyat Veshma Dadarsha, he saw another palace. So Dadarsha, he's already seen it. So why is he seeing it again? Will be the question that it, begs. Aarti, your hand is raised.
Ma'am, continuing Joshika's question, ma'am, but he's holding Sita Mata by force, no? She's not willingly being there. But
There
still
is
he's getting blessed.
No, there is another point of view. Sita Mata chose to be there in order to free all the other ladies who are in captivity. Raja Kanya Vihi, Ahrita Vihi, Atra Astikila. So those people who have been those people who have been kidnapped and who've been held captive, those people have to be freed. There is another purpose. If she gets abducted by Ravana, Ravana himself will get killed. So there is a master plan happening also.
But how does it explain the auspiciousness that he has, ma'am? Because
but it is all on the surface. The Sattva commentator also says it's all on the surface. It will blow away like bubbles. See, if you blow bubbles, they'll appear magnificent and large, and they'll reflect big, big palaces. That won't mean that those palaces are real on those bubbles. Correct?
Okay.
It's only a reflection. It is definitely temporary only because obviously he's treading the path of adharma. Right? Yes. Okay. So coming back to this shloka again says Dadarsha. He saw Pavanatmajaha, son of Vayu, Tasya Harmyasya, Ravana of Ravana's palace, Madhyastham, situated in the middle, Sunirmitam, well constructed, Bahu Niryuha Sankirnam, comprised of many houses. Another meaning is guarded with many elephants which are in rut. Okay, Niryuha has two meanings. Niryuha means house. Niryuha also means an elephant which is in rut. So, Bahu Niryuha, many elephants, many houses. Both meanings are fine. Anyat Veshma, another palace he saw. So here, another palace, he's already seen this palace. What is it? Pushpaka Viman. Okay, that is what we will see in the next shloka. I hope people are not confused. I wanted to avoid confusion, which is why I'm explaining again that this shloka merely says he saw the Pushpaka Vimana again. Okay, although we have seen it in the 8th Sarga. Brahmanorthe kritam divyam. Brahmanorthe kritam divyam. Diviyat vishvakarmana. Diviyat vishvakarmana. Vimanam pushpakam nama. Vimanam pushpakam nama. Sarvaratna vibhushitam. Sarvaratna vibhushitam. Brahmanorthe kritam divyam. Divi yad vishvakarmana. Brahmanorthe kritam divyam. Divi yad vishvakarmana. Vimanam pushpakam nama. Sarvaratna vibhushitam. Vimanam pushpakam nama. Sarvaratna vibhushitam. Together. Brahmanorthe kritam divyam. Divi yad vishvakarmana. Vimanam pushpakam nama. Sarvaratna vibhushitam. Next shloka also we will learn to see the meaning. Varena tapasa lebhe. Varena tapasa lebhe. Yat kuberah pitamahat. Yat कुबेरः पितामहात् कुबेरमोजसा जित्वा कुबेरमोजसा जित्वा लेभे तद्राक्षसेश्वरः लेभे तद्राक्षसेश्वरः लेभे तद्राक्षसेश्वरः वरेण तपसा लेभे यत् कुबेरः पितामहात् वरेण तपसा लेभे यत् कुबेरः पितामहात् कुबेरमोजसा जित्वा लेभे तद्राक्षसेश्वरः कुबेरमोजसा जित्वा लेभे तद्राक्षसेश्वरः together वरेण तपसा लेभे यत् कुबेरः पितामहात् कुबेरमोजसा जित्वा लेभे तद्राक्षसेश्वरः. Now we find here the story of the Pushpaka Vimana. Sarga, we've already seen the story, so it'll be quite simple only. Rachna ji?
Ma'am, in the 10th shloka, Harmya
means palace.
Okay.
Asya Harmya means his palace.
Okay. Now 11th and 12th, ma'am, can you?
11th and 12th together. Sorry?
The words like which ones you're like we are looking at, ma'am? From which shloka we are looking
11th
at?
and 12th, I'll move the screen between both the slides so you can see.
No, ma'am. Even if you don't move, ma'am, if you point out, we can.
Yeah. I'm not even started telling. No, I'll tell slowly.
Yes.
Okay. So here the verb is lepe.
Krutam
Please keep on mute. Thank you. Okay. So now where were we? Let's look at the meaning. Tapasa lebhe. Okay. Tapasa lebhe, from the next shloka it comes. Lebhe basically is the verb. And then here you find ojasa lebhe. Let's understand that. Okay. So first, Brahmanorte kritam sarvaratna vibhushitam pushpakam nama vimanam. Sarvaratna vibhushitam. Decorated with different kinds of precious stones, gemstones. Pushpakam nama yat vimanam. That vimana known as Pushpaka. Vimana here very clearly refers to aerial vehicle, not a mansion. We have seen earlier, vimana means mansion or aerial vehicle. Here, because the name Pushpaka is specified, we take the meaning as the aerial vimana or the aerial chariot, Pushpaka. Okay. Even this aerial chariot should not be imagined as a normal chariot pulled by horses and all. It is like a mansion only that flies. Okay, as we saw in the 8th Sarga. Okay, yet divyam vimanam. That which divine vimanam, that which divine chariot, Vishwakarmana, by Vishwakarma, Divi, in Devaloka. Okay, the word Divi refers to in Devaloka. Brahmana arte kritam, for Brahma was made. So that divine chariot which was made in Devaloka for Brahma. Okay, that chariot, what happened to it? Let's just see the next shloka. Oh, skip the whole thing. One second. Tapasa, varena tapasa, pitamahat, yat kuberaha lebhe. Varena tapasa, by excellent penance, by supreme, varena, by auspicious, by superb penance. Yet that which kuberaha, pitamahat, from the pitamaha, from the grandfather, namely Brahma, lebhe, was obtained. Here the word pitamaha is literal also because Vishrava's father is Brahma. Right? So that way pitamaha, from the grandfather it was got. Kubera mojasa jitva. From Kubera, ojasa, by his strength, jitva, that Rakshaseshwaraha lebhe. That the Lord of the Rakshasas obtained. So lebhe, litlakaraha, labdhatu, obtained. So who obtained? Basic meaning is Ravana obtained. First it was made by Vishwakarma in Devaloka for Brahma. By severe penance, Kubera got it from him, and by his supreme strength, Ravana took it from him. Jitva lebhe. So he won it over from him. We saw earlier also the Lanka city was first taken. Later the Pushpaka Vimana was taken by Ravana. We've seen that story. Right? So now this is the meaning of these two shlokas. We'll move to the next. Here the description of the Pushpaka Vimana continues. Iha mriga samayuktaihi kartaswara vibhushitaihi sukritairachitam stambhaihi pradiptamiva cha shriya Iha mriga samayuktaihi kartaswara vibhushitaihi sukritairachitam stambhaihi pradiptamiva cha shriya together. Iha mriga samayuktaihi kartaswara vibhushitaihi sukritairachitam stambhaihi pradiptamiva cha shriya. I hope the meaning is clear. I hope the chanting is clear. I'll move to the next shloka. Two shlokas together for the meaning. Meru mandara sankashaihi Merumandara sankashairalikadbhirivambaram alikadbhirivambaram kutagarai shubhakaraihi sarvatah samalankritam line by line. Merumandara sankashaihi alikadbhirivambaram Merumandara sankashairalikadbhirivambaram kutagarai shubhakaraihi sarvatah samalankritam kutagarai shubhakaraihi sarvatah samalankritam together. Merumandara sankashaihi alikadbhirivambaram kutagarai shubhakaraihi sarvatah samalankritam. So let's look at the meaning. Two shlokas together. Iha mriga samayuktaihi. So everything, samalankritam dadarsha. Dadarsha has to be added by us here. The verb is not there in the sentence. We have to add the verb dadarsha. He saw. What did he see? Iha mriga samayuktaihi. Samayuktaha along with Iha mriga wolves. Okay, here obviously it's not to be taken literally as wolves, but with carved images of wolves. Okay. Kartaswara vibhushitaihi, ornamented with gold. Sukritaihi stambhaihi, well-made pillars, with well-made pillars. Meru mandara sankashaihi, with appearance like Meru and Mandara mountains, so very tall pillars, ornamented with gold and with carved images of wolves on them. Ambaram alikhatbihi iva. Ambaram alikhatbihi, touching the sky. Shubhakaraihi kutagaraihi. Shubhakaraihi, auspiciously made, with auspiciously made. Kutagaraha, kutagaraihi refers to rooms at the top of a house. So you can say the penthouse, okay, to give a modern meaning. Basically, the rooms of the balcony, terrace. Okay, sarvataha samalankritam. It was well decorated everywhere. So this is the description of the Pushpaka Vimana. Tall pillars, carved images of wolves, ornamented in gold, touching this. The pillars were touching the sky like the Meru and the Mandara mountains, and it had auspiciously made rooms even on the terrace.
Ma'am, Pradeep.
Pradeep Taitya. Did I give a word?
Tamiva cha shriya.
Pradeeptamiva cha shriya. Shriya pradeeptam iva. With Shriya, with auspiciousness, pradeeptam, blazing forth. So the Pushpaka Vimana appeared to be blazing forth with auspiciousness, ornamented with gold and wolves carved on tall pillars touching the sky. That way we continue. Shriya means with auspiciousness. Okay. Pradiptamiva, ablaze. ज्वलनार्कप्रतीकाशं ज्वलनार्कप्रतीकाशं सुकृतं विश्वकर्मणा सुकृतं विश्वकर्मणा हेमसोपानसंयुक्तं हेमसोपानसंयुक्तं चारुप्रवरवेदिकं चारुप्रवरवेदिकम् ज्वलनार्कप्रतीकाशं सुकृतं विश्वकर्मणा ज्वलनार्कप्रतीकाशं सुकृतं विश्वकर्मणा हेमसोपानसंयुक्तं चारुप्रवरवेदिकं हेमसोपानसंयुक्तं चारुप्रवरवेदिकम् together. ज्वलनार्कप्रतीकाशं सुकृतं विश्वकर्मणा हेमसोपानसंयुक्तं चारुप्रवरवेदिकम्. Okay, so let's see the meaning here. Here also the verb Dadarsha is added. He saw. Vishwakarmana Sukritam, well made by Vishwakarma. Jwalanarka Pratikasham. Jwalana, fire. Arka. What is Arka?
Ma'am, water?
Sun, ma'am.
No, sun.
Sun.
Sun. Okay, so like the fire, Pratikasham. Glowing like the fire and the sun. What was glowing? Hemasopana Sayuktam. With golden staircases. Okay. Charu Pravara Vedikam. With beautiful platforms, having beautiful platforms, Dadarsha. So he saw beautiful. This all these other two words, Varanarka Pratikasham, Hemasopana Sayuktam, Charu Pravara Vedikam, are all related. Jwalanarka Pratikasham and Hemasopana Sayuktam are adjectives. So the platforms were raised, they had stairways made of gold, and they were glowing like the fire in the sun. This was well made by Vishwakarma. So even within a flying palace, he manages to make tall pillars, curved, long, high staircases made of gold, and Pravara Vedikas. So basically, auspicious platforms which are raised. Okay. So next we come to Jalavatayanairyuktam. Jalavatayanairyuktam. Kanjanai spatikairapi. Kanjanai spatikairapi. Indranila Mahanila Manipravara Vedikam. Indranila Mahanila Manipravara Vedikam. Jalavatayanairyuktam Kanjanai spatikairapi. Jalavatayanairyuktam Kanjanai spatikairapi. Indranila Mahanila Manipravara Vedikam. Together. Jalavatayanairyuktam Kanjanai spatikairapi. Indranila Mahanila Manipravara Vedikam. Again add the verb Dadarsha. He saw. What did he see? Kanchanaihi Sphatikaihi Api Jalavaatayanaihi Yuktam. Jalavatayana is described with the other two words. Vatayana, ayana, passage. Vata, wind. Vatayana, passage for the wind to flow. So what do you think it is? A window. Okay. Jalavatayana, with lattices, nets, not mosquito net as we see in today's prosaic world, but beautifully latticed windows. Okay, Jalavaatayanaihi. What kind were they? Kanchanaihi Spatikaihi api. With gold and inlaid with crystal latticed windows. Yuktam. Endowed with. Indranila Mahanila Manipravara Vedikam. Vedika refers to platforms. So essentially, these platforms are just down. You see these windows, bay windows, we call them, I think, where you can actually have a small platform below the window, tall window with a small platform where you can sit and read a book, for example, and you'll have a beautiful view. Okay, that is the way it is. Okay, the latticed windows are encrusted with crystal and made of gold. And there are small platforms just under those long, tall windows, which are studded with Indranila. Okay, Indranila precious gems. Mahanila, again a different kind of sapphire. Okay, Indranila means sapphire. Mahanila refers to emeralds. Okay, Mani Pravara Vedikam, encrusted with these kind of jewels, were these small platforms where you could sit under the windows and stare outside. Okay, so this is a description of the windows in the Pushpaka Vimana. Vidrumena Vichitrena. विद्रुमेण विचित्रेण मणिभिश्च महाधनैः मणिभिश्च महाधनैः निस्तुलाभिश्च मुक्ताभिः निस्तुलाभिश्च मुक्ताभिस्तलेनाभिविराजितं तलेनाभिविराजितं विद्रुमेण विचित्रेण मणिभिश्च महाधनैः विद्रुमेण विचित्रेण मणिभिश्च महाधनैः निस्तुलाभिश्च मुक्ताभिस्तलेनाभिविराजितं निस्तुलाभिश्च मुक्ताभिस्तलेनाभिविराजितं together विद्रुमेण विचित्रेण मणिभिश्च महाधनैः निस्तुलाभिश्च मुक्ताभिस्तलेनाभिविराजितम्. Okay, so here the different surfaces everywhere you see in the Pushpaka Vimana. How did it look? Abhivirajitam, shining brightly. Tadarsha, he saw. Abhivirajitam, shining brightly, he saw. Vichitrena vidrumena, with colorful corals. Mahadhanaihi, with very precious. Manibhicha, with very precious gemstones. Nistulabhihi, with matchless. Muktabhihi, pearls. Talena, in the surface. Abhivirajitam, shining brightly, he saw. So when you see anywhere in the Pushpaka Vimana, every surface of the Pushpaka Vimana was ornamented with matchless pearls, colorful corals, and very precious gemstones. Okay, that is the meaning. Mahadhana here refers to precious, not great wealth. Okay, it simply means that which is obtained through by spending a lot of money. Okay, so precious or rare, expensive. Chandanena charaktena, chandanena charaktena, tapaniya nibhena cha, tapaniya nibhena cha, supunyagandhina yuktam, supunyagandhina yuktam, tarunaditya sannibham, tarunaditya sannibham. Chandanena charaktena tapaniya nibhena cha, chandanena charaktena tapaniya nibhena cha, supunyagandhina yuktam tarunaditya sannibham, supunyagandhina yuktam tarunaditya sannibham. Together. Chandanena charaktena tapaniya nibhena cha, supunyagandhina yuktam tarunaditya sannibham. Okay, so here till now the sense organ of the eyes were pleased by seeing all these beautiful ornamentations and all these aspects of design and beauty. Now even the nose is pleased. Okay, Raktena tapaniya nibhena. Raktena by red colored. Tapaniya nibhena. Comparable to molten gold. Always the word tapaniya. Tapana itself means heated. Tapaniya, that which is heated to purify or to make. Therefore, gold. So, with red, comparable to pure gold. Cha. And Supunya Gandhina, with sweet fragrances. Chandanena, with sweet fragranced sandalwood. Yuktam, endowed. Aditya Taranopamam Dadarsha, comparable to the sun, he saw. So basically, the wood which was used in building the Pushpaka Vimana, the wood which was woodwork that we all do, if we use plywood, we are happy, teak wood, we are happy, right? Whereas the wood work in the Pushpaka Vimana was pure sandalwood. So it looked red, molten gold like the sun, and it had a sweet fragrance. Okay, so here the woodwork is being described along with the sensation of the good smell that emanates from it. कूटागारैर्वराकारैः कूटागारैर्वराकारैः विविधैः समलङ्कृतम् विविधैः समलङ्कृतम् विमानं पुष्पकं दिव्यम् विमानं पुष्पकं दिव्यम् आरुरोह महाकपिः आरुरोह महाकपिः कूटागारैर्वराकारैर्विविधैः समलङ्कृतम् कूटागारैर्वराकारैर्विविधैः समलङ्कृतम् विमानं पुष्पकं दिव्यम् आरुरोह महाकपिः विमानं पुष्पकं दिव्यम् आरुरोह महाकपिः together. कूटागारैर्वराकारैर्विविधैः समलङ्कृतम् विमानं पुष्पकं दिव्यम् आरुरोह महाकपिः. Here we find a new verb, aruroha. He climbed, he entered, he ascended. What is he ascending? Finally, he's stepping into the Pushpaka Vimana. 8th Sarga from outside, 9th Sarga till now, impressions from outside only. Now he is stepping in. Okay. Mahakapihi, the great monkey. Varakaraihi, with excellent appearance. Kutagaraihi, with excellent appearances in the upper story rooms. Kutagaraihi. Samalankritam, well decorated. By the way, Varakaraihi, Kutagaraihi are all in plural. So there were many upper story rooms. They were all well decorated. Divyam Pushpakam Vimana, Samalankritam, well decorated. Divyam, divine, Pushpakam Vimanam, the Pushpaka Vimana, Aruroha, he ascended. Okay, so now he's entered the Pushpaka Vimana. Let's see what he says. Tatrastha satada gandham, tatrastha satada gandham, pana bhakshyana sambhavam, pana bhakshyana sambhavam. Divyam sammurchitam jigrat. Divyam sammurchitam jigrat. Rupavantamivaanalam. Rupavantamivaanalam. Tatrastha satada gandham pana bhakshyana sambhavam. Tatrastha satada gandham pana bhakshyana sambhavam. Divyam sammurchitam jigrat rupavantamivaanilam. Divyam sammurchitam jigrat rupavantamivaanilam. Together. Tatrastha satada gandham panabhakshyana sambhavam. Again I'll tell slowly. Tatrastha satada gandham panabhakshyana sambhavam. Once more. Tatrastha satada gandham panabhakshyana sambhavam. Divyam sammurchitam jigrat rupavantamivaanilam. Together, once more. तत्रस्थ स तदा गन्धं पानभक्ष्यान्न सम्भवम् दिव्यं सम्मूर्च्छितं चिग्रद्रूपवन्तमिवानिलम्. Okay, saha. Second word. He. Tada. Then. Okay. Gandham jigrad. Smelt the fragrance. So the first thing that hits you when you enter a place is the smell of the place. I don't know if you noticed it. Okay. Usually we notice, apart from the architectural features, the beauty of the place, the thing that hits our senses is the smell. So the smell hit him. What is the smell that is hitting him? Tatrastaha, present there. Pana bhakshyana sambhavam. Sambhavam means arising from. From what? Pana bhakshyat. Pana means drinks, bhakshya means eatables. So the smell arising from the eatables there and the drinks there. Divyam sammurchitam rupavantam anilamiva gandham. Gandham, smell. The description of the gandham is given here in that phrase. Divyam, divine. Sammurchitam, stupefying. Strong smell. Okay, not a bad smell, by the way. Smell that really stupefies. It's like amazing. What kind of food is it? Rupavantam anilamiva. Here is Valmiki's beauty of description. Anila means what? Wind. Rupavantam anilam means wind with form. Okay. Does wind have a form? The very feature of wind is it is formless. Correct. So what is this form here? Even this wind, which is formless, seemed to acquire a solid form because of the fragrance that was arising from the food. To give an example, you come home very hungry after school, your mother is making something amazing and the smell wafts from the kitchen. The smell hits you. It is almost as if the wind has taken the form. Now that Diwali is coming, maybe your mother is making amazing gulab jamuns. Who knows? Or maybe your mother is making some other favorite chocolate sweet or something that you like. The smell of that chocolate cake or smell of that gulab jamun almost seems to make the wind carry the form of the gulab jamun right up to your nose. Okay, so here there are two aspects which Valmiki does a sankara or a mixture of. What are the two aspects? When we see the quality of wind, the quality of wind is what? Sparshavan vayuhu. Wind has the attribute of touch. You can feel the wind. Shita sparsha, ushna sparsha. The quality of the wind is sparsha. Quality of the wind is touch. Whereas here, the quality of the wind is carrying the fragrance of Prithvi. Gandhavanti Prithvi. So where is the fragrance coming from? From the Prithvi aspect, earth element. That earth element's fragrance is carried by the wind. That is its normal job. You will find that even the smell of roses is carried into your house from the garden through the wind only. But the smell, the fragrance is carried to such an extent that the wind itself seems to acquire the attribute of the substance carrying that fragrance, having that fragrance. Okay, that is the purport of saying Rupavantam Anilamiva, having a form. Okay, so that form comes to it because of the amazing smell of the food arising from that place. Okay, so this is the description here. We will take one more shloka and then we close. Sagandhastam mahasatvam, sagandhastam mahasatvam, bandhu bandhumivottamam, bandhur bandhumivottamam, ita ehityuvacheva, ita ehityuvacheva, tatra yatra saravanah, तत्र यत्र सरावणः सगन्धस्तं महासत्वं बन्धुर्बन्धुमिवोत्तमम् सगन्धस्तं महासत्वं बन्धुर्बन्धुमिवोत्तमम् इत एहीत्युवाचेव तत्र यत्र सरावणः इत एहीत्युवाचेव तत्र यत्र सरावणः together सगन्धस्तं महासत्वं बन्धुमिवोत्तमम् इत एहीत्युवाचेव तत्र यत्र स रावणः. Now, here the Kartripadam or the subject of the sentence is the Gandha. Okay, so the Gandha, Saha Gandha, that fragrance. Tam Mahasattvam, that Mahasattva is the word used here for Hanuman. Mahasattvam means mighty being. That mighty being, within bracket Hanuman, Tat Tam Mahasattvam, that mighty being Hanuman, Uttamam Bandhum Iva, like a good relative, like a great relative. If you enter somebody's house, usually somebody will welcome you. No, will you enter somebody's house when people are not, some strange person's house, not your own house? Say you enter somebody's house. If somebody doesn't say welcome, welcome, come inside, will you go inside? No. Correct? Here also Hanuman is being welcomed by the fragrance, like a relative. Bandhumiva, like a relative. Uttamam bandhumiva, like a great relative, good relative. Saha here again is the Gandha, the fragrance. Ravanaha yatra tatra itaha ehi. Come here. Ravana is here. Where he is, I will show you. Iti uvacha, as if saying, okay, it calls him ehi, come inside. It says. So the fragrance acts like a welcoming relative, telling Hanuman, come, I will show you where Ravana is. Ravana on the welcome of the fragrance enters. Okay, the Pushpaka Vimana, saying, okay, let me find Ravana, because the smell will lead me there. Okay, so now we have seen till 21. Let us stop the